Upgrades.
Google AI just introduced some massive updates to the Gemini Notebook platform, which is the tool previously called NotebookLM. And this seems like a logical rebranding to me, and it gives me a lot of confidence in the Gemini Notebook product, because by rebranding it under Gemini, they're making it part of their main Gemini AI assistant. And indeed, one of the biggest recent updates is that in the Gemini assistant, you can now add Gemini notebooks as knowledge sources, and you can also include Gemini notebooks as part of the knowledge base in custom gems. Now, aside from the fact that this makes it really easy to stack the power of these two tools together, it's also really convenient if you have a knowledge base of any type that you want to be able to use in multiple places and with multiple different tools, or in multiple gems, or in multiple different Gemini conversations. Please hit the like button and subscribe to Lover Fighter Writer. My name's Alex. I'm a digital marketer and content creator. And if you like and subscribe, that really helps the channel. And if you ever have any questions or want to request a specific tutorial related to this tool or these types of AI tools, just let me know in the comments and I'll be happy to help you out. Also, if you visit the landing page at the link that I'll leave in the description, you can sign up for my email list and get access to my personal list of AI prompts. Most of them are focused on business and marketing, but I'm starting to add a wider variety of prompts, and I'm going to start adding some of my favorite gem setups. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure you check out that link. Now, Gemini Notebook is quite literally just a rebrand of NotebookLM. There are some new updates to the tool, but it all looks the exact same and it pretty much works the exact same. So if you're a complete beginner to this tool, I would recommend starting with some of the other Gemini and NotebookLM tutorials that I have on this channel. I'll link to the most relevant ones in the description below. And those will show you the basics of how to use the tools. We will go through a quick tutorial right now, but it's going to be a bit more of an advanced, fast-moving tutorial. So if you want to make sure you get all the details from the beginning, check out the videos that I'll link below, or just search my channel for whatever you're looking for. But the two main tools that we are using are Gemini Notebook, formerly called NotebookLM, and the Google Gemini app itself. And you can access both of these tools on a free Google account. So if you're signed into your Gmail account or your YouTube account, then you should be able to just go to gemini.google.com in order to access this app, or you might just need to go to gemini.google.com and sign up or give it permission first or whatever. But a less robust version of what I'm going to show you is available on your free account. And this is Google Gemini, their main AI assistant. It's also available on a mobile app. And if you have Google Workspace, which is the professional paid version of a Google account, then you'll have access to Gemini in most of the apps, such as Google Docs, Google Drive, and in your email inbox. Gemini Notebook is also available on your free account, although I'm not sure of which features may or may not be limited. And you can access Gemini Notebook by going to notebook.google.com. This is a new URL from the one that they used when it was called NotebookLM, but I believe that URL now redirects to this one, so you shouldn't have any trouble accessing this. Also, anytime that you're logged into your Google Drive account, you can go to the menu. You can go to the Google Apps menu in the top right corner here, and the Gemini app, for me at least, is near the top. It's this symbol right here. And for me, the NotebookLM app symbol is usually near the bottom. And there are mobile apps available for both of these, although it's been a while since I used the Gemini Notebook app. In fact, I probably have to download a new version of it. It was a lot more limited before, and I don't know if that's changed. But I primarily use these tools on desktop anyways. I really only use Gemini a little bit for research and brainstorming and things like that when I'm on the go. Otherwise, I tend to prefer to work on my computer because in addition to other things, I get access to the full versions of tools like these. Now, there are many, many things that we can do with the Gemini app, but today I'm going to focus on the Gemini Notebook app, which is what I'm looking at here. I've just gone to create a new notebook, and I'll show you a couple different ways to create a basic notebook and generate resources from it. And then we'll take a look at exactly how to use the notebook in the Gemini app. And another really cool, more recent feature, this one's been around for a while, I think I made a video previously about it, is that instead of only being able to add pre-existing sources, you can actually search the web for sources, and you can use a typical fast web search, or you can use Gemini's deep research, which is extremely thorough and really good for creating in-depth reports and data that you can analyze in a variety of ways. But you can also add sources either by uploading files or by linking to external content or by selecting documents from your own Google Drive. Or you can even just paste in copied text. And for most of my notebooks, I've either used deep research or documents that I created using deep research, or I've used uploaded files and ebooks and things like that. But let's take a look at how we can use the fast research. Let's take a look at how we can use the fast research option to look up sources on the web and add them to a new notebook. And another cool thing is that in addition to searching the web, you can search just the contents of your own drive if you want. But I'm going to stick with a web search for this one. Let's say that you want to learn copywriting as a trade that you can use as a side hustle or to start a business. Or maybe you already have a business and you want to learn copywriting to promote your existing products or services. And let's try searching copywriting beginner to pro. And basically what it's done is a web search for copywriting beginner to pro. And it's showing me a variety of content that I might want to consider. So I'm just going to deselect a few of these and I'll say import. And it looks like it can't pull the information from this one because it's a Facebook post. So I'm just going to delete this one. And now that it has absorbed all of these sources, I can ask it questions about the sources or ask it questions related to the sources, like ask it questions about copywriting and how to become a copywriter and how to get clients and this type of thing. And it will give me answers based on those sources with references. But I can also generate a variety of assets over here, including an audio overview, slide deck, video overview, mind map, flashcards, infographics, data tables, and with the reports tool, I can generate literally any type of document. I can use one of these pre-made document formats. I can use one of the AI suggested formats, or I can just go to create your own. And then I can put any prompt that I want in here, and it will generate a document that I can export to Google Docs or interact with in here based on these sources. And I'm always curious to see what it will do with a slide deck. And actually, I'm going to try generating the slide deck, and I'll also generate a document using the same prompt. It's always interesting to see how the same tool will handle the same prompt different times in different ways. And now while that's working, I'll head back to the Gemini app, and I'm going to choose the Flash model because it's usually the best one for writing, and so I think it should be fine for working on copywriting. And I'll hit the plus sign here and go to More Uploads and Notebooks and select my new Gemini notebook. I need to rename that, certainly. And now I can start a new conversation with Gemini, and it should prioritize the knowledge in that notebook. And I'm going to modify my prompt for this one a little bit. And back here in Gemini Notebook, the document is already finished generating. We've got a 90-day action plan for building a direct response copywriting engine for selling your own digital products. And so I can read it here. I can say good report or bad report. With this button right here, I can review the prompt and the sources that I used. This little copy symbol will copy the text to my clipboard. And if I click on the three dots for more options, I can go export to docs, which is primarily what I use. It creates a new Google Doc with this text inside of it. But you can also export to sheets if it's a data table or something like that. And you can also delete it here. And the slide deck will take a bit longer to create because it's generating a bunch of images for that. And based on the sort of conversational version of this prompt that I used here, it's giving me these questions. Do you already have a finished digital product? Or are you planning to build one from scratch? What specific niche or audience does your product target? What's your initial advertising budget? That's a very important question. Have you run paid traffic campaigns before? Also a very important question. It's confirming that I have the knowledge and skills and budget required to even do this. And it's asking me exactly how many hours I can put into it. And it's sort of asking me about my skill level a little bit here. And so as I provide answers to these questions, it should continue to ask me more questions and eventually probably also make more suggestions in terms of the types of ads I would run, where I would put them, and so on. And remember, you can also add a notebook as a knowledge source when you're creating a custom gem. I'll change the title of this here to Copywriting Coach. And I think my video next week is going to be focused on creating custom gems, because for a while, custom gems were pretty difficult to work with, but they've made some improvements recently. And in the past week, I've created 2 new custom gems. One's completely new. The other is a better version of one that I was using before. And they're really changing the way that I'm using Gemini. So make sure that you're subscribed and turn the notifications on if you want to be one of the first people to see that video. I know I didn't go into a ton of details about how to use Gemini Notebook or the Gemini app. I basically just showed some of the new updates. If you're looking to learn how to use these tools as a beginner, remember I'll link to my tutorials that show exactly how to get started from the beginning with Gemini Notebook, which was previously called NotebookLM. So those tutorials will be called NotebookLM tutorials, but everything looks the exact same, so it's not going to be an issue for you. And pretty much everything in my older Gemini tutorials is still the same. They haven't really removed anything. They've just added and improved stuff. And one of the things that they've definitely improved is the custom gems. And so I think that's what next week's video is going to be all about. Thank you so much for watching this video. Hit like if you thought it was worth it, and I'll talk to you again soon in the next video.